Good day. We're going to continue on our meatball theme. Today we're going to do some Korean barbecue meatballs. We'll serve them over rice. Similar process to what we did with the pork meatballs we made the other day. So we're going to take, this is ground beef, regular old ground beef. We're going to add to it a teaspoon of sesame oil. Love sesame oil. And then about a quarter cup of soy sauce. This gives a little sodium flavor. There we go. All right. And then we're going to add in some green onions. So we chopped the green onions into two parts. The lower white, more pungent part, and then the green we're going to use for garnish at the end. So we'll set this aside, and we'll throw in the tops of the beginnings of the green onions. All right, and we add some garlic. And as you know, for a lot of things in Cooking Secrets for Men, we use minced garlic already. The taste is negligible. It does, it's just a lot easier, and for our purposes, for making stuff that's going to cook in the oven, you really can't tell the difference. All right. And then we're going to add in some fresh ginger. This is minced. Now we're going to need a little bit, we're making a sauce that's going to be a glaze that's going to go over the meatballs. So we're going to save about a third of this. So 2/3 of what we chopped is going to go in to the mixture. We used about 3/4 of a cup of panko breadcrumbs. They go right in. And about 2 tablespoons of gochujang, which is a Korean spicy ketchup chili paste. Come on, there we go. See, it's got the ketchup-y look to it. This is kind of spicy, so we don't really need any jalapenos or any kind of chilies. I'm going to put in a little bit of salt and pepper. And I'm going to put on some gloves. So we're going to make the meatballs, then we're going to put them in a preheated 425-degree oven. And then while they're baking, we're going to make the sauce. So the first thing we do here is mix the meat. There we go. Should be nice and. I'm just going to put them over here. Okay. All right. So we'll be back in a minute after we've had a chance to make all our meatballs, and we'll put them in the oven. Make the sauce. All right, our meatballs are ready to put into the oven. We're going to go in for about 15 minutes. And while these are cooking, we're going to make the glaze that goes on top. All right, a little saucepan we have there. All right, so this is going to cook for about 5 minutes maybe, and then we're going to let it cool, and then we're going to finish the dish with this glaze. So you start off with about a half a cup of soy sauce. That's going to be the base, and that will cook down. All right. And a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. Excuse me, rice wine vinegar. Rice wine vinegar, Asian flavors. And then we're going to do some light brown sugar. This is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Go in. Then we put in a couple more cloves of minced garlic. And as we talked about before, we're going to just use already pre-chopped minced garlic. And then we're going to finish it off with the ginger. And that'll go in there. we'll stir this. Alright, so we're going to let that cook away for about 5 minutes. And that's going to be our glaze. We'll finish off the glaze with some toasted sesame seeds and the green onions that we divided in half. So we'll be back in just a minute and put the dish together. Okay, we're ready to put the dish together. The meatballs have come out. Took about 15 minutes. One thing I did want to mention on the gochujang, it's kind of hard to find sometimes unless you go to an Asian store. So if you can't find it, just use sriracha. Similar effect. Just use this because they're Korean meatballs. So to finish the dish, we usually serve it over rice. And I, as have mentioned, a big proponent of ready rice. Ready in 90 seconds. We're not going to do this right now, but you would serve it over rice and then we'd glaze it. So I'm going to put the meatballs on plate. Alrighty. Very nice. Put one more on there. So as you serve this over rice, I use it probably as an appetizer. And I wanted to show you the glaze. It's congealed a little bit, and so we're going to put this right over top, spoon it like a barbecue sauce. And looks a lot prettier with the green on. We're going to put that little green, the green onions we just talked about earlier, and finish it off with some toasted sesame seeds. Now these are already toasted. You can toast your own. And there you have it. Korean barbecue meatballs. Serve them over rice. Eat them individually. So we're going to continue on our quest for meatballs. And we've got a couple others coming up, including a vegetarian one with eggplant meatballs. So until next time, thanks for watching.